Hey guys, Rick Taylor here. Welcome to Tech Tips with Rick.
Today we're going to go over some tips on how to service your Rage I or LEV Integra seat post. Now we just released our new service videos and discussed a DIY tool and have had a lot of response back from customers asking how to make that tool. So today we're going to go over how to do that. First thing that you'll want to do is go down to your local hardware store and source a bolt, probably 75 to 80 millimeters long, a hex nut with flange on the end of it, and we'll go over that in just a minute why that's preferable, and then a washer, flat washer. And that flat washer, the outside diameter needs to be 27 millimeters or smaller. The reason for that is in the end of the post, you have your snap ring, and you're going to, when we use this tool, install the snap ring in place. So as you see, it should be just a little bit smaller than your snap ring diameter. Okay, so then the other thing that we'll want to make this job a little easier is some AB epoxy, or in this case, I have like some JB Weld here, which is a two-part glue or epoxy bonding agent designed for metal. And you'll want to follow the instructions on whatever glue that you purchase to mix that up. And then what you'll want to do is take the flange nut and the flat washer, clean these surfaces really good with acetone or some kind of degreaser, make sure they're really clean. Apply a little bit of that glue on the nut with the flange. The reason that I recommended the flange nut is you have more surface area there, and you can put that glue just around the outside edge. Be careful you don't get it into the threads. Then go ahead and put these together and probably use just a piece of tape on them to hold them, like that until they dry. And most of these glues are catalyzed, so they dry pretty fast. You need to read the directions on the back. Make sure you read it so that you let it sit long enough so it obtains maximum strength. You don't want to do it just after you mixed it up and glued it on, because the glue doesn't have full strength and it'll probably pop off. So once that's dry, to utilize the tool, you'll have your nut and washer glued together. Take the bolt and thread it in just a couple turns, and you want the nut to be away from the bolt, right? So you'll have the washer, then the nut, just like this. Then take your Rage I post, and you'll want to take, you have the compression rod, has the valve push rod inside. You want to take that out and leave your post set up at maximum extension here. So, and then you'll pull this back. You'll take your tool that you've made, set it inside. Use your snap ring tool with the snap ring pliers, rather, on your snap ring, and snap that in. And then just take a wrench, and you're going to turn this clockwise. And what that's going to do is this threads in, it's going to push out the upper assembly, and that'll take the wiper seal and the bushing out with it. Now, to put these back together, you don't need the tool. You can actually get everything lined up, slide the head close by, and then if you fold up a shop towel on a hard surface and give it a couple of wraps downward, the collar here on the head will actually push the whole assembly back in for you. So you don't really need a tool to reassemble that. When you're done with it, set that tool aside, because you'll want to use that the next time you service your Rage I or your LEV Integra. Hopefully these tips helped you out. Have a great day. We'll see you out on the trails.